I am thrilled to partner with Ancient and Brave. I am all about creating space for well-being in my day-to-day. And with Ancient and Brave, you can find your own ritual with their sustainably sourced collagen, blends and supplements, whatever your well-being goals. You can add a scoop of collagen or a dash of MCT oil to your morning coffee for the ultimate habit stack. What's more, Ancient and Brave are proud members of 1% for the Planet, meaning 1% of all their sales goes directly to environmental causes. So by adding true collagen to your wellness routine, you can take care of yourself and the planet too. For more details, visit ancientandbrave.earth/planet and discover how your choices can make a difference. Hello, I'm Caroline Marshall, and welcome to Bump to Business Owner, the podcast speaking to mums in business, you. I'll be in conversation with some of the most inspiring women and mothers in enterprise about their journey, how they created their successful businesses alongside raising their children, and what that looks like in work and family life. Hello, and welcome to today's episode of Bump to Business Owner. I'm your host, Caroline Marshall, and we are back, not so much with a bang. If January has been Januarying, which is my new phrase for you, then this is the place for you. If you are a bit bored of what's in and what's out for 2025, then again, this is the place for you. I have been feeling very, very January. So I thought I'd just come here, tell you a little bit about my vibes, what they've really been like, how I've kind of got over it or just embraced them, I think might be the other one. Maybe not got over it, embraced them. And yeah, just a little bit about what is going to be coming up this season, and just anything for us business wise in 2025 and how we can help you. Love to know. I would love more engagement. Message me, tell me what you love, tell me what you'd like more of, tell me what you don't love. That's fine. I'm open to critique as well, but we know we all need to support female founders here, so please leave lovely testimonials on the podcast. But yeah, I entered 2025 not feeling great. I was just, not feeling poorly. Really great. I've not got poorly yet this winter. And that is not to sound smug. I have had, so many awful flus over the past few years and things like that. I'm like, is this a sign of like getting to that thing? What's it called? Middle childhood, a teacher would call it. Well, literally my second yesterday decided he was going to give up nappies overnight, and he decided it for himself. And my eldest has decided he is too cool to hold my hand, which has broken my heart a little bit more. So, but still, is this what middle childhood is like? Where, and that's it as well. We did have, and maybe this was why I was feeling a bit anxious about going back to work. We had a great Christmas, still obviously busy. We were hosting a lot. We were definitely exhausted by the end of the holidays. They were long this year, weren't they? But the tantrums we had last year, that the not being able to really do anything because I had such a clingy toddler, COVID years, bring from NICU, I just think it was like we were given a fifth time lucky. Is it my first? Yeah, my child turned 4, not 5. Just like, what? How old is he? He turned 4. But I'm a year ahead of myself. Maybe it's a 2025 thing, but no, he's 4, and my eldest is 6, not yet 6.5, and it just felt this real shift of still magic. It was so cute, but yeah, just feeling a bit freer. So if I was talking to a school mum about this who had real challenges with their 3-year-old, so stick with it if that's you. It gets better despite what people say. I really believe it does get better. You need that hope, some of us in the early years who feel like it's just not been the time for us. But coming back to work, I don't know. I was really feeling anxious about it, and I don't know what it was, and I don't know. It's because I announced I'm starting this business growth program with Goldman Sachs in February, which is going to be a really intense 4 months. And as a mom and a business owner, it has taken some planning. On Mondays, we're going to do calls late in the day, normally when I'm doing the school run, and that means, thank God, my husband has flexible working and can sort this out, because honestly, if he was someone who was being called into work right now, that would significantly impact being able to get on this growth program. And I think that is really, really great to highlight, is that I'm able to do stuff like this while I do the most of the school runs. I'm go to in that sense, that I'm able to then shift for 4 months and say, look, I need this. I'm going to be away at residentials for a couple of days each month. I've had to, call in help, speak to parents on where they can help. And yeah, my husband is I'm so thankful he's got flexible working. And I think that is something we're going to have to watch this year, and what a lot of people is going to affect mothers who are founders, basically, if they have husbands with influx, and which I know many are listening, or partners who are getting called back to the office. I just read a LinkedIn post today where her partner has been. So really interesting times. And maybe, I don't know, that there's been a lot of uncertainty the past couple of years. So maybe I think maybe I ran out of optimism. I'm a very optimistic person, but maybe it was just because everyone I felt was doing forced optimism for 2025. I wasn't feeling it. So I was feeling a bit flat on Monday, 6th of January. Actually, I had a friend at Christmas ask me, like, do you ever just, take a sofa day to work? And clearly I don't share enough that I definitely do. I think it looked like, I was very extroverted, always going out and doing stuff. So I just want to make it quite clear, I definitely rest hard as well. And Monday, the 6th of January, I blocked in my calendar that I wasn't going to be around, and I just did admin for myself, went to my regular bar class. My husband was in the office, so that was nice. I really enjoy when he's not here and I just get the house to myself for quiet working. So that's what I did, and I did that on Monday the 6th. And I tell you what, feeling comparisonitis wasn't fun. I don't normally do that, and I don't know why I was doing that, and I still don't, but I guess it was just feeling, I think January is January. So I decided to go back to what I know, and that is to meditate. And I've been reading a book called Untamed, which, oh my goodness, such a good book. That came from nowhere. It's been on my shelf potentially for a year. So finally picked it up and really enjoying it. And she said stuff about sitting there and asking yourself why you're feeling ways. And that's what meditation for me is a lot about. So not to sound cheesy, but I upped it to make sure I was doing it as well as my morning breath work. I'm really doing that every morning now, even if it's just 3 minutes. So before I'm with the kids, I do some breath work, even like I said, 3 to 7 minutes max, and that's really helping me in the mornings. So I've really leaned hard into making sure my self-care and my exercise is there, and I'm very lucky with my flexible schedule. I am able to do that. I can't lie, things are getting a bit more heavy this week with work, and so it has been more of a challenge, but I'm just having to be really strict with myself on making sure that happens. So yeah, if that is my tip, as always, just kind of sit there and ask yourself why you're feeling like this, and it's okay to feel like this. You know me, I'm not a fan of toxic positivity. Telling yourself you shouldn't feel a certain way doesn't mean you're not going to feel a certain way. And we're really encouraged now with our parenting to be like that. So why do that to ourselves? What's the point of me giving myself a hard time that I was feeling like that? So I just kind of tried to also just be like manifesting. I still need to do my vision board for the year. Let me know if you've done yours, or if you'd like to join me in doing one, because I could probably do with a bit of accountability. But I think sometimes with January there's that tempting thing, and I probably strategically haven't done mine, because I'm just not going to be like, I'm going to go all in January and do all this stuff. It's like it doesn't all, as a business owner, I think one big learning I've really had for this year is like everything could happen yesterday. I'd love everything to happen yesterday, but realistically, if I want something to happen, sometimes it can take years to come to fruition, and that's business owner life, especially when you're a bootstrapped founder. In the early years of parenting, it's okay to kind of take my time with stuff. I don't need to do my vision board. My other one still works well. Still not tick some things off there. Yeah, and if anyone else is out with the in and out post, yeah, just I thought it might be a welcoming change to hear this. But in good news as well, I'm really, really looking forward to this season of the podcast. We're still sponsored by Ancient and Brave. Do try them. Mention the podcast if you do. It all really helps our female founded business. But yes, our first guest next week is Leah Turner. So if you're into LinkedIn, want to get into LinkedIn, please come and listen to that. I actually haven't interviewed her, so I can't tell you what we're going to talk about yet. But I know she is someone who shows up as her whole self, single parent, gone and created amazing things while in the early years of parenting, and I'm really excited to learn more about her. And she's also now pivoted her business. She's no longer a LinkedIn trainer. She has a community called The Halt. So if you're also into community building and running a business from your community, I reckon she's going to be an excellent one to listen to. But otherwise, I am just going to crack on, carry on being myself. If you want to know what's out with me, it's I need to sit better, was what I realized. I thought about that. I'm really not sitting well. And if anyone can relate, my old lady knees are getting to me. I'm going to try and nip in the bud that comparisonitis and see where that was coming from. So that came out of nowhere. And also, apparently, so I got an aura ring. Apparently, I'm not allowed to complain I'm tired because apparently my sleep is optimal. And that is not to show off for anyone who's not, because trust me, I've been through the thick of it in the years. But suddenly I got an aura ring. My kids started sleeping through the night consistently. And I've had nothing but optimal sleep every night. So I got this ring in order to show my husband how tired I was, and it's having the opposite effect. So I'm not allowed to, I think if my husband was going to say what's out for Caroline, is that I'm not allowed to complain about being tired anymore. So yeah, join me on my aura ring journeys of what else I discover about myself. Apparently I'm really resilient as well. I'm also learning. So please, tell me what is going on for you in 2025. It doesn't have to be taking over the planet. It can be. I'm here for that too. Are you really focusing on business growth like I am? Maybe we can share some stories. Are you doing any new programs, investing in yourself? Or like me the past few years, you really investing in yourself so you can be there for others? Because that is something I had to do. The year before last, I spent a lot of time on a therapy couch instead of business. And now I'm focusing on that business growth. And I think that is my coming into my fifth year in business this year. I think I'm going to have a lot to share on those learnings, and I am excited for the year ahead. I think I just need to get out of January and get some vitamin D in me. Please continue to listen to us. Leave us a like, leave us a testimonial. It all helps, and I promise I'm going to come back sharing some great things once I'm out of January.
Thank you so much to Ancient and Brave for sponsoring today's episode of the Bump to Business Owner podcast. Try their Find Your Ritual quiz online to find out which of their products will help you achieve your wellness goals. Subscribe, and not only will you get your order regularly delivered to your door, you'll also receive a ritual scoop. As a member of 1% for the Planet, 1% of Ancient and Brave sales go towards helping environmental partners working towards a better future for our planet. For more details, go to ancientandbrave.earth. Thank you so much for listening to Bump to Business Owner. I hope you enjoyed the conversation. Please do rate, review, follow, or subscribe wherever you're listening. It really helps us to connect with more mums and business owners. You can DM me on @BumpToBusinessOwner on Instagram, and I'll be back next week.